Forever and always, I'm always here. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Forever and Always. It's been a long hiatus or absences, as one might say, but I'm absolutely thrilled and over the moon to be back here with you, and I hope you are equally ecstatic to be a part of this community as well. Again, it's been a long road to get back behind this microphone, as they say, but I'm not going to waste your time with the ins and outs of it. What I do have for you today is an episode where I'm happy to unveil an item I think we're all going to get a few smiles out of and really enjoy, and maybe something to keep us going through these, the end of summer and the beginning of winter, I guess it is. It can always see, they can bring up some, sad times for some and some happy times for others. But today our goal is to make those feelings of melancholy into smiles and celebrations, if you will. So just to give a brief little update, I was able to get a little money in my pocket, as they say, a little jingling in the old pocket. And it, I had to pick up a little bit of a part-time job, and I've never really considered myself an entrepreneur. Even the word itself evokes feelings of risk and jumping off the cliff, per se, perhaps into choppy waters. So that's not something that's ever crossed my mind, but I was in the library a few months ago and was browsing the web. I no longer have internet access at home, or I guess the place where I live would be more accurate. So I've been spending a lot of time at the library, to the extent where they're like, Tom, maybe you ought to go home or reduce yourself from the library. But I know they're obviously just joking around. I think I'm a good presence there, a very calming presence. But as one does, I was walking out of the library, arms full of books and periodicals and such, and I saw a rack right there at the entrance, and probably you guys have heard of it. It's the Penny Saver, which for maybe some of my younger listeners, they're not familiar with it, but the Penny Saver is just a dynamite periodical. It's filled with all kind of little tidbits and news and deals of the day, typically local, but can sometimes cover a wider area depending on the population density. And I said to myself, wow, I'm going to grab one of these. And as I was just briefly kind of thumbing through it, as they say, there's also one of these called the Green Thumb, but that's for another time. I'm talking about the Penny Saver. And, I thought to myself, Tom, not everybody can go out all day long and hang out at the library. And, some people may just not, quite frankly, may not have access to the Penny Saver. And I said, well, I've seen movies and I've, heard chatter about what they used to call newspaper delivery boys. And I said, well, these are newspapers, but nobody's delivering them. So I grabbed a big stack of them, as many as my arms could carry, and walked them home. And the next morning, I had about 150 of them, and I walked around the neighborhood and the surrounding areas, and I left a Penny Saver on their doorstep, on people's doorsteps. And I gave it I waited a few days, and I said, okay, now it's time to go back around and, ask for payment. And so I will say the first few doors that I knocked on, I did not get quite the reception that I that I expected for this service. There were a lot of, I'm going to keep it PG, but it was a lot of FUs and get off my property and don't leave trash on my doorstep anymore, and things of this nature. But about 75 houses in, I did get a sweet little old lady, Miss Margaret. She actually gave me $20 for delivering her Penny Saver. Now, that did come with the addendum that I not come to her doorstep again, and I do not leave any more papers on her doorstep. But I thought it was a nice tip, and while I would say the business may not have taken off in the way that I would have liked it to, I guess the old adage is true. A penny saved is a penny earned, and I've been saving this $20 till I could find something I think that would benefit not only me but the community at large. And that's pretty much it. I don't want to keep you going, keep boring you with the details here. So I'm gonna do a quick cut. And I'm gonna change the camera angle, and just for a little preview, I'll show you what we're gonna be doing.